I'm your science teacher. We are learning chapter sound. Now here, today what we are going to discuss is how does a sound propagate or travel. Now let's say I put you in a vacuum room, right? So it means there is no air. There must be gravitation. That doesn't matter. But the thing is, in that room there is no air. And let's say there are two persons on one on the start of the room and other is on the end of the room. And when you try to speak with each other and you really wonder, you cannot listen to them. Now the question arises, why? Right? What they're trying to tell you is, if there is no air inside the room, right? When a speaker speaks something, the listener won't able to hear anything. Right, exactly. So does that mean that sound require any medium to travel? Right? Does that mean sound require any medium to travel? Okay. So that is what we are going to learn today. That does sound require any medium? Right? What we are saying is, does sound require any medium? And the answer is yes. And the answer is yes. It do require a medium, right? It do require a medium. Sound do require a medium in order to do so. That's what said. So the question is, like, if we say the sound do require a medium, then then how does the sound travel? So that is what we are going to see. How does the sound travel? So they say, let's say these are the particles of air. These are the particles of the air. Okay. Now what happens is, when when you produce sound, when you produce sound, right? When you produce sound, what happens is, this particle, right, will move forward. This particle will move forward, and finally it give force to the second particle, right? And what happens is, once it give force to the second particle, this particle again return back to its original position, right? So the second particle move forward, again it come back to its original position. The third particle will move to this one, and this procedure repeats until the sound reaches your ear. So if you see, what happens is, this particle move forward and come back to its original position. So the particle do not travel from one place to another. Understand the scenario. What I am saying is, this particle will not travel from one place to your ear, right? No, only the disturbance travel, right? Only the disturbance travel. That's what they are telling you. Again, I'm repeating. The sound do not travel from one. The particle do not travel from one place to another. Only the disturbance travel. That is where we said sound do require a medium to travel, and that can be anything: a solid, a liquid, or gas. Right? Look here. 12.2 Propagation of sound. Sound is produced by vibrating object. The matter of a substance through which sound is transmitted is called a medium. The matter through which a sound is transmitted is called a medium. It can be a solid, a liquid, or gas. Understood this much? Now, look here. Sound moves through a medium from one point of generation to the listener. When an object vibrates, it sets the particles of the medium around it vibrating. Basically, when an object vibrates, right? When a sound is produced, the particles, see, this is what I was telling you. The particle itself do not travel all over it. Only the disturbance travel. Understand? Maximum people has this confusion that the particle used to travel. No, the particle do not travel. So that is the reason, when you try to speak, right, put your hand near to your face, right, to your mouth. You will see a little air pressure. That is the particles. The particles of the medium in contact with the vibrating object first displace. See, it is displacing from its position, from its equilibrium position, and it exerts force on the adjacent particles. Adjacent particle means the next particle. As a result, the adjacent particle get displaced from its original position and of the rest. After displacing the adjacent particle, the first particle comes back to its original position. See, the after moving, right, the or after applying force to the adjacent particles, this particle comes back to its original position, and this process continues. Thus, we can say the disturbance created by the source in the medium travels through the medium and not the particles. Understand this simple thing. This is really, really, really important. What they are trying to tell you is not the particles travel from one place to another, only the disturbance will travel. Okay, so understand this very simple thing. So, can we? The first question is, does a sound require a medium to travel? Then the answer is yes. Let's say if there is no medium, then you cannot hear a person. Okay, as if I said, you are in a closed room and all air get removed, so only there is a vacuum. And in vacuum, if one person tries to speak to other, they cannot hear each other. Right? Why? There is no particle, so disturbance do not travel. And the second is, if they travel, how do they travel? The first particle apply force to second particle, come back to its original position. Second particle apply to the third, come back to its original position. And that is how this continues until the sound reaches your ear. Right? So I hope you get what I'm trying to tell you. Fine. So I'm just don't stretching this topic because this is quite interesting and it should be properly understood. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a good day.